Buju Nindanawe Maganiduk. Hello to all my relatives out there today. Bapewa Gush, Nindajinikaj, Laughing Fox is what I am called. Nindamigazi Dudem, I come from the Eagle clan, and Misquabi Kong, Nindunjaba. I'm a member of the Red Cliff Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa Indians. And it's always an honor for me to come outside of my community and be able to tell stories, talk about our history, talk a little bit about our music. We as Ojibwe people and as Indigenous people in general, we have creation stories for everything out there. We have creation stories on why the raccoon wears a mask, creation stories on how the Apostle Islands were created. And we even have creation stories on why the Anemush, why the dog, why they smell each other's butts. But today I'm going to share with you a story about the seasons and about the changing of the seasons. We as the Ojibwe, we live through the changing of the seasons, through the 4 seasons. And each season has its own story and its own gifts that it brings. Coming into the spring, we have a story about the changing weather. And this story happens like a lot of stories happen. A long time ago, there was a young woman in this village. She was very beautiful, and she captured the attention of all the other young men in the village. And her parents noticed this, and they kept her safe. There was one young man in this village who had a good and pure heart. Ziguan was his name. And Ziguan noticed her beauty, and he sought after her. He would pursue her and give her gifts of flowers and berries. The parents knew that Ziguan was a sensitive and caring individual. Eventually, the two fell in love. There was another young man in this village by the name of Biboon, and he was a fierce warrior and a brave hunter. Biboon, too, noticed the beauty of the young woman, and he sought to pursue her, even though Ziguan had already won her heart. Biboon would challenge Ziguan to a fight, and Ziguan, he would accept. And the two began to battle, striking each other so hard that trees were said to have fallen over and the earth would shake. Eventually, Ziguan became exhausted and he would fall and not get back up. Biboon then would take the young woman for his own, who would reluctantly would go with Biboon. Biboon, he was powerful and majestic, but was cruel to other people in the village. He had no mercy for the weak or the frail. Over time, Ziguan had regained his strength with the idea that he would go and he would challenge Biboon to another fight and win back his heart's desire. And as the two started to fight again and strike each other and shake the ground, the parents became very worried for the safety of their daughter. So they would take her and they would hide her near a lake. But while the two fought hard, the weather also intensified, becoming very, very cold. And the girl, the woman, she would suffer and she would succumb to the elements and perish. Biboon and Ziguan would be devastated and brokenhearted over this, and they would look at each other with eternal disdain and resentment, and they went after each other with all the much more ferocity that they could handle. The woman who froze, because she froze in the cold, they said that she would fuse, her spirit would fuse with the lake, and that she would become the white water lilies that we see out there today. The sky battle continues.